Hello everyone, I'm a dang true partner. I'm XQZ87, my controller didn't turn off or nothing. I probably should plug this in. Because I haven't charged it in a bit. Now that was just because I walked away for a little bit. Because we just did like a 90-minute video and I needed to, you know, take a small break.
Make it count!
We're fighting Auguste. He's a bad dude. That's the thing you gotta know about Auguste, is that he's a bad dude.
Darkness, power,
Our time to shine.
Dang true partner. The last time, you know, we had a lot of story stuff. Auguste is the bad guy. Gonna be honest, didn't really make a ton of sense, but
Zypher activate.
you know how it is.
Make it count!
Kind of looking at some of the others do. Honestly, you just want to punch him 3 times. Because, I mean, you're not gonna like wear off or anything, right? You're permanent, Brindle Van.
Now then, Zypher activate.
Oh, we need to
I'll lend a hand.
There!
use the magic attack to get some hate.
Yo, get him, friend.
Okay, your strength is down. You can't hurt me. That's not a magic attack or nothing. Okay.
That's far enough!
Vanny Bo Vanny.
Zypher
Stay
activate.
strong!
Thanks a million. Take that.
We want, which is the one that? Yeah, this one. So we want to go.
vanish into the shadows of history.
I'm always saying that shit.
Let's stay on the offensive. Our time to shine.
Now you should go bother him. Leave me alone.
Yo,
Run!
My feathers? Rin, you're not very good at proccing feathers.
Will take this.
Hear it.
Boost gauge liner removed. Time for a little payback.
We should start like inching away. Well, he's kind of right in the middle, so we can't really inch away. Where are my feathers, Rin? Maybe you don't have the ability, actually.
Turn to
But no, I feel like you've procced it.
Take him out.
It could be your quartz are slightly different now, and maybe I forgot to set it up right. Who knows? Okay. You do need to save your EP. EP is a bit of an issue here.
Stay on guard. Take this.
How dare you defy me, you cretins!
Our time to shine. Zypher activate.
Little divine phoenix action.
Here you go. It's time.
How fast is this? Not fast enough. No, Van's already ulted. Or he's already hogged up.
Zypher active. Now, Catra.
You're gonna wait and do it after hers.
Stop right there!
Up there! Turn to ash!
Yes.
Run!
Once again, I S-broke first.
Struggle all you
Shit's not fair, man.
But there's no guilt. Now praise me and die. So long!
I'll lend a hand. Van, are you okay?
Cause like now I don't want to S-craft anymore, dude. I don't want to S-craft anymore.
Vanish into the shadows of history.
I don't know. Why did that stun?
More than I could chew.
It didn't say it was gonna stun.
Yes. Thanks a million. We'll take that. Full boost. Don't hold back, Van.
I know, I'm thinking. Now you want to do this first to try and get the debuff.
Take this.
bit off more than I could chew. Zypha, activate!
Thanks.
This will help.
Okay. Stop right there!
Okay, Ren living with 1 HP. Pretty... Because, I mean, that could have been pretty annoying, because we'd have to, like, walk over with Van and try and res them and hope they don't die. And they're stacked on top.
History.
Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan! I'll let you, Dan!
There!
Now, Cap!
Take this!
Stop. Cease. Stay out of my way.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
Darkness. Ha!
Now it's my turn. Zypha,
Stop right there!
Our time to shine!
Catty Catra, you are... You only need, like, a little
Make
bit
it
of
count.
EP.
Thanks.
Hey, blood! That shit ain't fucking cool.
I'll let you, Dan! Dan, are you okay?
Yeah, oh, you can't use items. That's actually, like,
Vanish
a
into
really
the
big
shadows
deal.
of history.
Take this!
Oh no, you're still... I mean, maybe... I don't know why you got the double move. You dodged!
Dan, are you okay?
I mean, if we get our backup squad, I think we're okay.
Don't hold back, Dan!
Just you have, like, no way to heal.
Vanish into
sucks.
the shadows of history.
Like, because you can't use items. I'm not stupid, right? Because this heals for, like, absolutely nothing. I'm trying to remember, like, any of these do,
Take this!
No mistake. You're finished.
like, multiple hits. Not really. They're all pretty much, like, 1 or 2.
Take this!
Here it comes.
Maybe we got a turbo crit. I mean, there ain't really too much I can do about that, man. They got 1 shot from full. That did absolutely nothing.
Darkness. Power.
I guess you're kind of healing from the burst game. Which, honestly, I didn't know that healed your, HP. Thought that was just your CP?
You dare mock my 100-year ambition!
Take
Here
this!
comes this! Ha! You're finished! Eat this!
We'll take that!
This is where I would cast my spell, if I was allowed to.
You dare mock my 100-year ambition!
The attacks are... Let's do some magic. I don't know. It says arts resist. I don't know if that would actually make us do more damage or not.
I'll let you, Dan!
But you should be good.
No mistake!
We'll
I'm
take
honestly
this!
like really surprised we didn't die there, but I guess if you have burst gain, you're like slightly invincible
Can't be happening!
since you have such a high max HP.
Nice. Moving on up.
The more experience I gain, the more capable I'll become.
Ah! It's fading away. 100 years of history remade in my image. Why
Yeah,
did you
whatever.
Save me, Aramis. How could you not understand Augur?
Gina!
I only wished to see the dawn alongside you all.
Nope.
The Garden's vast data and resource stores are flowing in en masse.
Find something to hang on to!
But like, what did he want? He just wanted to kill people? Like, there's not...
Lapis!
No!
It just doesn't make sense, man. Like, you can't give him no actual ideals and then be like,
What
oh no, he just wanted to be with
happened?
his friends.
Let's see. We jumped into that vortex so that we could rescue LP.
Lapis, where is she?
Don't worry. She's safe.
Ah, it's
And
me
it's
for
all
real
thanks
this
to you.
time, kind of,
Give
but not
yourselves
really.
a pat on the back.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna complain. If Guy gets to do it, I can let him do it.
No way.
Ace. Is that you?
Yeah. Thanks to you guys, all of the things that made me the person I am were set free. It's been too long. Swin, Nadia.
Ace. You're actually here, right? The real, honest to goodness you?
Yep. Or, well, not technically, no. Both myself and this place are being sustained by a portion of the resources the Gardenmaster absorbed. So at best, this is only a temporary...
Nobody asked you to split hairs about it! Missed you so much, Ace! I thought I'd never see you again!
You sure have grown, Nadia. I'm so sorry I never made it back all that time ago. Who would have guessed I'd get a second chance like this? You've become so beautiful. I couldn't be prouder to call myself your brother.
Oh, Ace!
As for you, Swin, you've gotten taller, huh? I've been watching you through it all. Your clash with the Emperor, the incident in Crossbell, and everything from then to now.
But how?
Ace. I never got to apologize to you. There had to have been another way. I should have tried harder to find it.
It's all right. Swin, I wanted you to live on. How else would you have saved Nadia? Or lit the first spark that toppled the gardens? I knew my eyes didn't fail me. You really were the best partner a guy could ask for.
Ace.
No.
Already?
Like I said, this meeting can't last forever. My time was running out from the start, but I'm thankful I got to see you again. It's nice to know I won't have to worry anymore. You've made a lot of great friends, both in Crossbell and in Calvard.
LP!
She's okay. Thank goodness.
So long, you two. Whatever comes next, I know you'll make it through just fine. Like always. Promise me that you'll take good care of your little sister here.
Ace!
Don't go!
That's not so bad. Like I said, I
Come
mean,
on, Swin.
if
Rise and
Guy
shine.
getting resurrected for a few seconds didn't bother me, I'm not gonna let that bother me.
Where?
Because it doesn't really make sense, but that didn't make that much sense. Well, like, I would say the Guy thing made more
You're
sense, because
finally
that's
awake.
something Kia's actively
Honestly,
doing,
always making us fret.
We were afraid that we'd lost you. Are you hurt anywhere?
Maybe think before you leap, next time some freak-ass portal starts sucking everybody in.
Well, as long as they made it, then no harm, no foul.
The important part is that you're okay.
Something wrong?
Just a dream. I think.
Actually, that was as real can get.
well, no, because I'm assuming it's a construction of their mind, right? Because there's no reason Ace should have any knowledge of what happened in Crossbow.
Hey. Swin? Nadia? Where did Rufus go?
Who the fuck is that? You mean that dude who died? Who exploded? Who was the most evil man in history? And blew himself up like an idiot?
To find you, LP.
That Rufus?
It feels as though I've been dreaming for a very, very long time. I'm famished. But an extra nap or two won't hurt.
Got a damn
Did she
Digimon,
just
man.
go into Nadia's Zypha?
She appears to have been stored as a hollow.
Just give her a chance to recharge for a while.
But like, what
Her
about
alterations
Lapis?
have all been reverted, so you can rest easy for now. She'll be up and about again in no time.
Like, is there a
That's
a
good.
Lapis and an LP?
We reunite after this long and she falls
Or,
fast
well,
asleep.
You know what I mean.
Talk about coming full circle.
Well, at least she won't
Like,
be
is there a
going
fairy
anywhere.
Lapis?
Ugh.
And there's also going to be her
feeling
main
pretty
body?
run down myself. This place should collapse soon, so
They won't let me
I'll
talk.
see you later. Oh, and tell her I said hi.
Mare!
Gone already. I guess she's earned a break.
Not to brag, but my brother really came through for us.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
He had our backs from start to
He
finish.
didn't do anything.
Goodbye, Ace. Thanks for everything.
Normality never felt so good.
Indeed. The garden's stolen resources should be in their rightful place now.
Does that mean it's finally over?
No.
Yes.
I mean, there's still the thing
It
with
has
the
to be.
Grendel. And,
Aside from a few
All
lingering
right.
mysteries, that is.
Right.
you know, where dude just kind of was like, I'm the bad guy and teleports away.
The Gardenmaster's gone. And the Crimson Beast ain't a threat anymore.
What?
Seems to me like we can close the books on this one.
Flick his forehead for
Though,
me.
there's still a few things we gotta keep an eye out for.
You're talking about Ashin, yeah? Her and everybody else who went rogue?
Correct. While
There's
the
no
corrosion
we
may be
have the
gone,
Genesis.
The powder kegs still remain.
What are you talking about?
They've all got dark clouds over their heads.
Yep. It wouldn't be too much of a shock if a few of them found some other way to get a thunderstorm going again.
That being the case, we'll need to remain vigilant on all fronts over the next 3 days. But for now,
SLP and me. The triple threads are reunited at last.
Nadia, you're probably sick of me asking for forgiveness, but
No, Swin, I want you to tell me, were you
I
dumb
hope-
or not?
you'll let me stay by your side again. Not to atone for anything, but because I choose to be there.
Really? Well, that's exactly where I want you. Welcome back. S.
It's good to be back, Nadia.
They found their happy ending together. I'm glad.
Yeah, well, we've still got a hectic 3 days ahead of us. But hey, now that you've finally got all your great-granddad's mementos in one place,
About that.
Oh, dropped them all.
what the?
Yep, yes, sir. Hey. Completed Act 3. Lost all our... Well, I guess they don't work no more. They don't work no good. Sorry, as soon as the bad guy gets his hands off them, they don't fucking do shit anymore.
Truly well done.
Hey, there we go.
AAA rank. Headquarters is sure to be impressed.
I don't give a shit what Marduk says. Fuck him.
Got it.
Eat my ass. Yeah, 1000 HP. I mean, it's basically a Grail Locket, so it's decent, but... I mean, 10 speed is okay. All the other stats are kind of whatever, but the 10 speed and prevent ailments is not bad.
Can't complain with that.
A predictable result.
But, I guess now... I don't even know what I wanted to say anymore. Because it was that whole, like, it was just auto-advancing dialogue, so I couldn't rant. I mean, I don't know, man. Like... I mean, I was a little surprised we actually killed dude. I expected it to be he, you know, disappears or something. Because, I mean, there's something left. I don't really know what. I mean, other than just the thing with the, you know, fake van or whatever, or Crimson Grin. I'm unclear on that, what they're doing there. So, because originally I was just thinking they're doing the same shit they did in Reverie, right? Where he got an alternate version of Van through time travel or something. So maybe it's like a corrupted Epstein who was like an aspect of him who was sealed away in the Genesis, maybe something like that. He did seem like he acted like Van, so that's still not 100% off the table. But yeah, the whole thing with I mean, it's like, it's almost a good idea. Like, the theme of exploring, like, historical memory is actually really interesting. Like, how we remember and engage with our past, and how we also grapple with the fact that, you know, basically every country's got some pretty dark shit in their past. No one's not guilty to some degree. And so, like, you know, and the idea that the Democratic Revolution, which is, you know, overall a great good, could have come with a lot of, you know, more shady aspects, is kind of interesting. And even exploring that idea of, you know, the quibbles of a revolutionary political movement, or like a violent revolutionary political movement, is that basically every single one of them has a period of violence after the overthrow. Like, you know, what's created with violence has to be maintained with violence. And that's broadly, universally true. There's not too many exceptions when it comes to, like, violent political revolutions, or there's not some, like, super turbulent period that either causes the whole revolution to just collapse into, like, a dictatorship, or you just have, like, some really bad times for a while. And so, like, there's some interesting stuff that could have been explored there, but it just feels like a footnote, and that it's not really fleshed out. And instead of it being like, oh my god, Auguste, you're like, who the fuck is that? Because, like, I know I don't have the best memory for names, but I have to assume the average person who just, like, played the game, just going from, like, doing, like, say, the side quests and the story to story, not really talking to NPCs, had to have been like, who the fuck is Auguste, right? Because, like, I'm pretty sure his name is only mentioned, like, a handful of times in the entire game. And even then, you're like, I don't know who this fucker is. Like, we barely even know who Sheena is. Just that she was, like, a student, and she had beef with the monarchy. Like, they're not very... Even, like, the main person is not that fleshed out. Swin and Nadia safe return, and then just the whole like I was, for some reason I didn't die. When I died, I was in an artifact that somehow or another got stored in one that the cult had, and then I was alive and was able to possess a simulacrum, and then I also immediately was able to find a Genesis, which for some reason I know about. Because, I mean, dude would have been trapped in an artifact when they were made. I guess maybe you could say the Garden knew about them, but that seems unlikely. They'd known about them for all that time and never did anything. I don't know. The Genesis are probably my most hated plot element of the Daybreak games. They just... I really don't like them. They just feel like they're so random. They've never been mentioned before. Everyone seems to know about them and what they do. They can do basically anything. Like, they're the MacGuffin to end all MacGuffins. And like, MacGuffins I don't think are necessarily bad. Like, the Septurions I think are pretty good. Like, they're a good example of a MacGuffin. The Genesis, and they just show up randomly, and I don't like them. And it's like they're tied to Anya's via her bloodline, but everyone can use them. Any bad dude can activate the Genesis. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Having dealt with the source of the corrosion, the hazy vision shared with Van's group had faded from the general populace's memories. Okay. I guess that's how we deal with all the crazy stuff that happened, is it just didn't happen. I guess I didn't really think that's definitely why they did the whole you have to go back. So they don't have to deal with the... Remember that time there was that fake coup? Including Yume, Maxim, and those closest to them. Despite that, those initial 3 days were not in vain. Which I don't have a problem with that, really. Everyone had finally overcame... Yep, everyone. We're just gonna show Ashen. Because, I mean, nobody else really had beat... I mean, it was really... So it's like Ashen wasn't dealing with her feelings over Sal. Okay. Maxim, what was his flaw? I don't fucking know. He thinks spousal abuse is bad? I mean, that's honestly kind of based. I don't really know, like, how you would reconcile that. Because Maxim's wasn't like a, you know, some sort of, you know, secret pain that was being hidden. He was just like, oh no, apparently he thinks that the woman he loves is getting beat on, so he's gonna take drastic measures, which is, you know, I don't know if strapping a bomb to your chest or to your car and blowing yourself up is the way I would handle it, but there's nothing wrong with him. Celise, I mean, she needs some, like, anger management courses. She needs to, like, understand how to read fake news or something, I guess. Fairy. I mean, Fairy had, like, some real hang-ups, so... But she also remembers everything, so there's nothing really need to do there. Yeah, I guess you need to get Cody, talk to him. Fake ass sport, man. Same person wins 4 times in a row. Fuck that. Your sport sucks. Same time, they're also taking their first steps into a new future. Does this mean Leon's back to being a hater again? Twisted, distorted delusions that once engendered conflict and chaos that once engendered conflict and chaos. Policies! Tell me your policies! 55 policies, 55 resolutions, 55 were unraveled and brought to order, spinning a new thread of fate and lighting the path towards the days that lie ahead. The days that break ahead too. So the 3-day shooter will close and was bookended with Armis Academies. Oh yeah, we still have to do the damn school festival. And then nothing bad will happen and we'll actually just end it on like a happy note. Which would subvert my expectations. As long as Van doesn't end up piloting a mech by the end of the school festival. Van, Naughty, and Swin decided to extend their stay in Calvard a little longer, and they, along with Anya's, began preparing for the school festival. As April arrived, old students moved up a grade while new students filed in, which added a bit of mayhem to the hectic days to come. Alright, we're back. Ran out of hard. I'm really like low on hard drive space. I need to. There's like not much I can clean up. Well, the problem is that I've decided to like start keeping some of the games that I play. Like I've been keeping like the Trails stuff, like backups of them, but I just haven't gone through and actually like compressed the videos in a while. So and like the raw files are just really big, especially like the combat one. Like the last one we just did was 44 gigs, like the video, you know, part 100. So it fills up space, and that I should probably get like an actual external hard drive. I just don't want to spend the money. Because the longest time I did not keep shit. You know, my philosophy was that it's more likely that my hard drive fails than YouTube is to go down, which I still mostly believe. But I don't know.
It's been 3 weeks now, and we haven't seen any of the telltale signs of the corrosion.
I guess 'cause what happened is I got like a big SSD a couple years ago, or like a, you know, bigger, and I was like, oh, I can kind of start keeping some stuff. You know, I got like a 2 terabyte one just for recording, but after like a year and a half, it's, you know, started to fill up a little bit. It's probably about like 400 to 500 gigs of that are like archived footage, and then everything else is mainly just this game. Like just the like 40 or so videos I still haven't compressed.
Safe to say we're in the clear.
Yep, Kasum and the Kruga haven't noticed anything either.
Nothing suspicious on the Heiyue front. They're all acting like their normal, shady selves. Though I was kind of surprised Asha remembered the time she made that proclamation to Sao. She even did it all over again.
Someday I'll pull off something you'll never see coming. Then you won't even be able to think about brushing me off.
She has way more spunk than I gave her credit for. I guess she isn't just a little kid with a schoolgirl crush anymore.
Well, no, I mean, she's a little kid. Well, little kid, maybe it's not fair, but...
Maybe she's finally ready to face her feelings now that she's coming into her own.
No, okay, Judith, you're walking a very thin line towards cringe, alright? I'm not saying you're Tita posting, but like you're dangerously close to Tita posting.
Yes, she and everyone else have been sporting such a positive attitude of late, and that truly brings me great joy.
Because, you know, while I did forget that Sal's supposed to be old, you know, the fact that Sal has been like her caretaker since she was like 4 or 5 makes it like it would be the most unbelievable cringe relationship out there. Like it would be a magnitude worse than Tita Agate. You know? Because initially I didn't think it was so bad because I forgot that Sal's supposed to be old and I didn't realize Asham was supposed to be as young as she is. Because I thought Asham was like, you know, the same age as Van and Sal was like a few years older. But apparently it's like 18 and fucking 35 or some shit. Or at least like 18 and 30s, which is like bad in and of itself. And then when you add the fact that he knew her since she was a like fucking toddler is just straight up gross. Like, indefensible levels of gross.
Although, I do feel a gnawing sense of remorse as well, seeing as how I brought misery to so many.
Yeah.
Hey, don't feel bad. You weren't half as bad
What
as
the
me.
fuck are you Fairy, stop apologizing. If you keep apologizing, you're gonna go down to the Rosette rank. Alright, Fairy is the one character who doesn't need to apologize. They're the one that they keep writing her apologizing. Which I guess is maybe you could think, oh, well, that's endearing. Look how good of a person she is. That even when she didn't do anything wrong, she's still apologizing? No, shut up, Fairy. You're perfect and fine. Well, perfect is a great exaggeration, but you're fine. You know who's not fine? Your brother. Fuck him.
Seriously? This again? Quit playing the self-blame game already.
Yeah, you, Fairy, Rosette, maybe in a year, I'll be tired of you saying I'm sorry.
I, too, caused you all no end of trouble on Nemeth Island.
We'll give you a pass as well. The only person who doesn't get a pass, Rosette, Cosm, Rosette, Cosm, and Rosette are the only ones that don't get a pass. And Swin. Swin's still on my shit list. Because it's not clear if it was that he actually bought into that shit and then got corrupted willingly, or if it was just he faltered. Because if he briefly faltered and then it was all out of his control, whatever. But that doesn't seem to be what they're saying. Like, I don't know, they're kind of unclear onto like what degree Swin bought into Ace's bullshit.
But with the powers of the Rewind, and through our own efforts, we overcame that and the many crises that followed.
Because they made a point of saying that he willingly accepted it, which leans more towards he bought into Ace's bullshit, which means he's an idiot.
That goes for Swin and Nadia too. We only got to this point because we were determined to persevere.
Because I don't know, because I just can't fathom any reality where Swin would buy Ace's shit for a quarter of a second. Like, the only plausible reaction I could see to Ace coming back to life saying, I'm the Gardenmaster, I am the secret mastermind of the garden, is pure, unadulterated rage. Like, it would represent the ultimate betrayal of everything he thought Ace meant and stood for. So, Swin even slightly buying into it just seems ridiculous.
Yeah, you said it, cutie.
I didn't do anything worthy of praise, unlike Nadia. So don't actually scratch that. I shouldn't be throwing myself a pity party. Thank you for the compliment.
Glad you realized that on your own. Remember, we wouldn't have been able to take down Auguste if it weren't for you.
Swin did nothing, by the way.
You took a risk so that you could protect what was important.
Well, I guess he did stab him.
If you ask me, that's sure as hell worthy of praise.
I guess I was thinking in combat, but...
Fan. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, don't be a stubborn ox, or you'll end up a grumpy, crotchety old fart like our boss man. And that's a fate worse than death.
You know, so they did tone down Aaron's Vanna's old jokes. Like, that one kind of hit, because it hasn't been happening every 4 seconds.
I'll show you a fate worse than death, you damn brat. And for the last goddamn time, 25 isn't old!
Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Some things never change.
Back to business as usual.
See, the recurring joke there, it works so much better when you do it like once every 24 hours.
No kidding. Once Agnes gets here? ...
unless, oh no, it couldn't be.
Oh yeah. Are the Genesee still broken?
Yeah, seems that way.
But it's not as though they were broken, per se.
What do you mean 2 weeks? Oh yeah, because it's been a longer. Because I was thinking
Throughout
it's still
all
just been
of
a
our
few days.
examinations, they haven't reacted even once. I don't think they're running in
Like
low
2 weeks
power
prior,
mode.
that's when the game started, guys. We were like a fucking Longport. But yeah, it was like a month time skip there. Or at least a 2-week time skip.
There isn't anything wrong with the internal circuitry, but the fact remains that they seem to be completely non-functional.
I see.
Up until now, the cores have always given off a faint glow. But even those have gone out.
That's how you know this is non-canon. We're in the filler episodes. There's no plot to be had from here on.
There's a passage in Professor Epstein's memoirs that comes to mind.
Next game just starts. No acknowledgement of this section at all.
He wrote, "Recover the Oct Genesis before the year 120X. Else all that we know will come to an end."
Never did say what would happen once we got them all, did he? Damn. Bummer.
If I'm being honest, I'm kind of relieved nothing's happened yet.
Maybe his prediction was about all the stuff we just went through.
That's plausible, especially when you consider what the Gardenmaster was trying to do.
He wasn't just setting his sights on Calvard. He put the fate of the entire world on the line.
He warned us that the world might end, and we stopped that. So that means we're good now, right?
Oh, Fairy. Oh, Fairy.
It may be that the devices were programmed to deactivate once that goal was achieved.
I'm afraid only C. Epstein himself would know the answer to that.
For now, I think the fact that they're reunited at last is cause for celebration. I'm sure Professor Epstein, Lilia, and your mother would have all been beside themselves with joy right now.
But I mean, they were reunited earlier. Remember when the Gardenmaster had all of them? Well, I guess he didn't quite have all of them, because we did grab the one. I'm trying to remember, did Van grab it while it was flying to him, or did he grab it when it was spinning around? I think he grabbed it before it got there. And then the Gardenmaster was a complete and total fucking dumbass. He's like, I guess I don't need it, haha.
Yes, I really hope so. Well, now that we've gathered all the Genesis, I think my request is finally complete. Thank you for everything, Van.
And like, I still can't get over the bad guy's plan. Like, after all that setup of like, you wouldn't understand my plans. My machinations are measured in centuries. And he's just like, I want to go back in time so I don't die. It's so fucking silly. He's basically got like a fucking Garland-ass plot. Dude. Like a 1986 tier villain plan.
And same to everyone else. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you.
Miss Claudel.
I'm so happy for you, Agnes. You finally got your wish.
It was a long road to get here, but I think we can finally call this case closed.
I know me and S were only here for the tail end, but I for one had so much fun helping you, Aggie.
I think everyone deserves a pat on the back.
Too bad you don't have a free excuse to drop by the office anymore. What you gonna do, Agnes? You ready to hang up your hat and give up the part-timer life?
Huh?
Well, I...
Typical Aaron.
I suppose that's not really Agnes's decision to make.
I suppose not.
Yeah, effective immediately you're fired. We got
well,
Nadia.
I guess I do have a certain someone to thank for my office's sudden surge in popularity. Hate to admit it, but I could still use an extra hand or 10 around here. At least until I can bring in some new blood. Besides, you still haven't fulfilled your end of the bargain. Remember our agreement?
Yeah, 10,000 a day.
Oh!
Unless you decide to give up altogether. I'll pitch in however I can from here on out. In exchange, you can share any info you got on the Genesis, or anything those diaries say.
Also 10,000 a day.
How's that sound?
Paid directly to us from the Calvard Treasury.
There's still a lot that we don't fully understand, including Mare and the Grendel. Don't know if we can really call your case closed until we sort all that out.
Van.
Agnes is gonna be part-timing for the next 10 fucking years then.
I guess you're right. There's still a lot of mysteries left to solve, which means that for the time being, we're stuck with each other. Part-time job and all.
Yeah. Glad to keep you on the team.
I suppose that takes care of that.
Her smile alone makes her a fierce competitor. Don't worry, though. I'm still rooting for both of you.
That is quite enough of that. Still, I'm glad it all worked out.
Oh yeah, damn true, Elaine. Nadia, don't push your fucking luck.
Agreed. He needs someone to keep him in line, and to stop him from overthinking things.
You got that right.
It's like, you're like whispering across the room? Is this telepathy?
Aw, but him overthinking everything's part of his charm.
Y'all suck at whispering, you know that?
Okay.
And when the hell do you get in here? Out!
You're no fun. We're pals, aren't we? I thought going through near-death experiences together would bring us closer.
Honestly, it didn't. I mean, I wouldn't say you're worse than you were at the start of the game. You've, stayed steady. Right there. Maybe like, yeah, pretty much the exact same amount of points you had at the start. Minus a few thousand.
Oh yeah, you said you're hiring assistants, right? I think I might be just the right girl for the...
And then she gets hit in the head with a coin.
Oh, hell no! Application denied!
If she got hit in the head
Well,
with a coin
aside
there,
from the
I
Divine
would've,
Blade's flights of whimsy, everything's finally calmed down now.
I don't know. I would have enjoyed it, you know? It doesn't need to be anything more than that. I don't need to be like, oh, I would have fucking died. No, it would have been humorous. I would have laughed. I would have maybe even chortled.
I think we can set off without any regrets.
Oh. Right. You were planning to leave soon, weren't you?
You would certainly be welcome to stay longer if you so wished.
Trust me, I'd really love to. You did help us get LP back safe and sound after all.
But like, how's this... So like, is Lapis... Like, are there going to be two Lapises? Or are you just going to put Fairy Lapis back in main Lapis's body?
But we really need to go and find our old picnicking front leader.
Oh, right! You had another traveling companion a few years ago, didn't you? Is that who you're referring to?
Yeah, the most evil man in Zemuria, kind of.
That guy's history is almost as bad as that goofy-ass team name.
I've never met the man myself, but I think the CID's been keeping tabs on him.
No, I'll have you know he died.
Might be hard to work around Renee, but I don't mind joining in on the search. Just put out a 4 SPG, and I'm on the case. I do kinda owe you big time. And I bet that guy's one hell of a good tipper.
Is he? Maybe. Because, like, he does and doesn't have his money, maybe? I can't remember. I feel like it's implied he still has most of his money.
Actually, I think we're the ones who owe you. He left us a hint, so I think we should be fine on our own. We ought to get together sometime when we're not all busy.
And even if he doesn't have access to his money, realistically, he can always just write Eustace a letter and then he'll get like a big bag of cash back.
There's no way we're gonna bounce before the festival, though. We'll stick around the next few days for that.
Yeah.
Good. You worked your butts off with the festival prep. Now's the time to reap your rewards.
And then the game will end on a happy note and nothing bad will happen.
I helped some too. I can't wait for it to get started.
I did a few things myself as well, so yeah, I guess I am a little excited.
Couldn't hurt to see how much those kids took my coaching to heart.
I mean, they've been working on this for what, like since Auguste died? Like the first time? I mean, they put a lot of hype in the school festival. That's all I'm saying.
Good morning, Van.
Late ass.
Oh, there you are.
Morning, Agnes. Oh, wow. Everyone's here already. Well, good morning to you all, too.
Yeah, everyone's excitement for this thing might be a little contagious.
I take it you were able to finish everything in time?
For the most part, yes.
What do you
There's
mean
still a
for the
little
most
bit
part?
left to do, though.
You've been working on this shit for months.
Well, Swin, Nadia, are you ready to go?
If you guys didn't hand make a roller coaster or some shit, like, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yes, ma'am. The kickoff rally sounds kind of boring, but I guess I'd better try to stick it out.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be getting out of that one. We'll be ready soon. Just give us a second.
I'm gonna head downstairs and get breakfast ready. If you want to grab a bite while you wait, feel free.
Say get breakfast ready. Don't you mean, you know, say, hey, gonna have some toast?
Managing an Aramis school festival is all about stamina, and you won't last long on an empty stomach.
Granted, Victor might actually make Van cook.
I guess you'd know better than anybody. Well, sure. I'll take you up on that.
I could see him being like, he'll cook everyone else's food, but he's on his own. When it comes around, goes around. Gonna be honest, pretty low on the title tier list. That's my initial impression. And that's a video. Tier list of all the Trails chapter titles. That would be kind of fun. I mean, the only problem is we all know number one. Number one is, I mean, it's uncontested, so everyone would be battling for number two. And last place. And obviously, I mean, just in case you don't know what number one would be, it's Crossbell's Longest Day. It's not even close. Kids should be getting ready to leave soon. Maybe I'll go check in on them. I mean, the fact that I remember that one, that's how good it is.
The others are probably in their rooms.
Chapter title?
Maybe I should make the rounds and see how they're all doing.
I don't think I remember any of the other chapter titles off the top of my head, but that one, it's stuck in there forever. I mean, there's some good ones for sure. I can't think of any of them. But yeah, if anyone wants to make a tier list of that, I'll a solemn vow. I'll make a video doing Trails title, chapter title tier list, 100%. But I won't make it myself, like the tier list part, because that seems like a pain in the ass. Because, you know, we are, like, you know, just kind of, we're pretty much done here. We're not going to do anything main plot. Right? Because we were like 30 minutes when I ran out of hard drive space. Let me double check. I don't know how long the first video was. Because it's not displaying. Oh, no, yo, it's 30 minutes. I was looking at the recording in progress, which is just a blank video file right now. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because like I guess I don't know exactly how long this finale section is gonna be. I mean, my assumption is that it's not that long. It's like a relatively short-ish wrap-up, where we maybe just do 1 or 2 days until the school festival, and then the school festival ends, and then honestly, I would kind of like it if the game doesn't end on like a random cliffhanger. If it just kind of like if the game just ended, I honestly wouldn't hate that. Like if it had like a 0 type ending where it's like everything's hunky-dory for now. I would not be opposed to that. Because that's kind of just based on the general vibe of us being, you know, we hit max rank on the SP stuff. That's generally a pretty good sign that you're close to the end of the game. There's maybe like one more round of quests. And like a couple, like we'll probably do like an NPC talking section here. Or it may just be we talk to our friends and then it goes to the next day and then that's our full. Because I guess the day of the festival will be a full NPC talking day. So we probably have, you know, let's say 10 to 15 videos left. Which does mean we're going to have like an awkward amount of time before the next Let's Play. Because we're actually going to finish this one. As of right now, it seems like we're going to finish ahead of schedule. And since Sky 1, we're still planning on playing the remake. And that did get, like, it's officially in September, which I'd already been kind of assuming it was in September. But yeah, it's like, you know, 3rd week in September, so we'll maybe have, like, 3 months in between Trails stuff, and I don't really know what I'm going to try and fit in. I mean, there's obviously a shit ton of games I want to play that aren't Trails on the channel. But finding the right thing that, A, I think I could fit in 3 months, while it's also would be something that I wouldn't mind if I didn't finish it in time and it had to go on the back burner, kind of like with the recent Ace Attorney series, where that taking like the 2 extra months to finish didn't really bother me that much. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to, because we're going to need some sort of filler game. I don't know. And then when it comes to the Sky Let's Play, how that's going to work with the Daybreak 3 or whatever it's called. I don't know. Because I'm assuming Daybreak is probably like at least 2 months after. So maybe like November, early December would be my guess. So that would give us like 2.5 months to do Sky Remake. Sky Remake should not be that long. You know, because the base game's only like 30, 40 hours just doing the main story. Now we would be doing all the NPC talking and everything, which would add quite a bit. So I would assume that's going to be probably shorter than this game, would be my guess. So theoretically doable in a couple months. Or 3 months. And then I haven't fully committed to how I want to handle the Sky 1 remake Let's Play. Because there's 2 ways I can do it. A, like a no spoiler, pretend I haven't played the game before. Like not really talk about the plot or even like the future games that much. Like nothing specific. Have it be something that like in theory people like as an entry point to the series. That's one way to approach the Let's Play. Then the other way is just to be like, hey, if you're watching this, please have beaten the game. Like, you know, have beaten the game and be familiar with the whole Trail series. I think that would actually be a better Let's Play. Like, just being like, you know, we all know what's going to happen and whatnot. The only problem is that it would definitely be more limited. Like, you know, not as many people are going to watch that. Like, there's no new people would come into that. And I kind of would like the Sky 1 remake Let's Play to be like a replacement for the original Sky Let's Play, just because, you know, it's older. I mean, just like, you know, audio quality and shit alone makes it kind of bad. But, you know, there's a lot of things I don't like about that series. No, I don't think it's... okay, I was gonna say I don't think it's so bad, but maybe I do. So like on that hand, treating it as like a, you know, quote unquote, I don't, you know, not like a spoiler free series would be kind of nice. I just do think it would be worse. So I haven't decided how I want to handle that. I'm still kind of mulling it over. Where it's like, do I want to make something that I think would be more palatable? Or do I want to make something that would probably be like better? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and call it here. Next time we'll check up on our friends, you know. We'll walk up to the roof and then the sun will shine and then I'll be like, is the game about to end? Like last time. But yeah, I'm Extras87, stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.